Hello, welcome to Central School. My name is Beth Hennessy, the school principal. I wish we were able to have our meeting in person this year, but due to COVID-19, we're unable to welcome you into the building at this time. I'm excited to share with you a pre-recorded slide presentation that I hope answers many questions for you about our kindergarten process and getting registered for kindergarten. Our purpose today is to give you an overview of our kindergarten program, introduce you to some important people, explain a little bit about our school community, and fill you in on the registration timeline. We understand that this is a big milestone for you. We also understand that your children are the most important thing in your life, and they will soon be part of our special school community. If you are apprehensive tonight, this really opens the door to our school community. Please let me support you in this exciting process. You are about to embark on one of the most wonderful journeys your child will go on. If we were here in person, I would ask you to raise your hand if you are parents and guardians of first-time kindergartners. And from looking at the list of names, there are many of you and I want you to feel the collective support that you all bring here together. One fact before we begin, I like to always share is I've had time to think about your child's journey and want you to let you know that your child will graduate from sixth grade in 2028 and from the high school in 2034. I've been in education for 29 years and 14 of it have been here in Simsbury. I've taught kindergarten, fifth, and sixth grade, and I've also been a reading specialist and a language arts consultant. And I'm currently in my 7th year as principal. And I'm very excited to welcome you and your child to Central School. I am supported at school, as you can see on the slide, by many people. We have 2 kindergarten teachers, Mrs. Joanne Lukowitz, Mrs. Andrea Fenton. We have a full-time school nurse, Mrs. Laura Rancourt. And in the office, the school secretaries are Joanne Chase and Amy Dennehy. I would like to tell you about our school. Central School is one of 5 elementary schools with around 380 students each year in grades kindergarten through 6th grade. Having a smaller school really allows us to develop relationships with all students and families. And really, what I love about the school is the size allows me to know every child by name. Central School is a wonderful school. It has a real neighborhood community feel. It's the oldest elementary school in Simsbury, built in 1913 and enrolled in the National Registry of Historic Places for its architecture and role in the town's educational system. We have a lot of pride in our school, and we really appreciate the special history of the school within our town. We are fortunate to have many resource folks in our building to support student learning and students. We have a language arts consultant, a social worker, a school psychologist, a reading specialist, and also a math specialist. We also have a thriving and amazing parent-teacher organization. Currently, Siobhan Graham is our president, and she and I work hand in hand with the executive members to plan school events and special school enhancements that really bring our school alive. Our character education program called Central Sales is a very important part of our school. Each month we focus on a theme of character, noted on the slide. Teachers teach about the themes in class, and we celebrate children exhibiting the character traits by awarding paper boats to children. We believe that the character education lessons are just as important as our academic lessons. Monthly, we come together for character assemblies where we celebrate all of the students and the monthly theme. Next, I'm going to introduce one of our kindergarten teachers, Mrs. Fenton, who will tell you about our kindergarten program.
Hello, I'm Andrea Fenton, and I'm one of the kindergarten teachers at Central. Today I'm going to begin by talking to you about our kindergarten curriculum. Simsbury's kindergarten program is based upon 3 main areas: developmental and social behaviors, choice and exploration, and constructing knowledge. In kindergarten, students are given the opportunity to develop their social and academic skills. Students learn to cooperate with others, share, and be kind. They learn to work independently, in partners, and in small groups. They are given the chance to make choices that meet their interests and needs throughout the day. Through developmental play centers, they are able to practice problem solving skills through play. Students are able to construct knowledge through exploration with the teacher as their guide. When the children arrive in the morning, they come into the school building and are greeted by their teacher. Additional teachers are available to help students find their classrooms. Students learn to independently unpack their backpack, turn in their daily folder, and make their lunch choice. Students then have a soft start to the day. We encourage the children to choose an activity that they feel will help them get ready to learn. For some students, this may be building with Legos, and for others, it may be drawing quietly. The students love this choice time and are eager to come into school in the morning. Morning meeting is an important part of the day in the kindergarten classroom. It is during this time that we greet each other, talk about a question of the day, and get to know each other better. The morning meeting helps us to build a positive classroom climate where everyone feels welcome. Together, we read the morning message and talk about the weather and calendar. It is a great way to start our day. In kindergarten, we have a balanced literacy program that includes phonemic awareness, phonics, vocabulary development, reading fluency, and comprehension. We teach these skills through the use of read-alouds, shared reading, reader's workshop, and word study. The workshop model includes a mini lesson and guided practice. Then, students get the opportunity for independent practice of these skills. The students are excited and so proud as they see their reading superpowers grow throughout the year. At the beginning of the year, students tell stories through pictures in writing. Next, as they learn letters and sounds, they begin to label their pictures with letters or words. As the year goes on, students accumulate letter sounds and high-frequency words. They learn spacing, and soon they begin to string words together into sentences. This is an example of student work from this point in the year. We will continue our writing journey with a variety of genres, such as list writing, true stories, and persuasive writing. Now I'm going to introduce Mrs. Lukowitz, who will continue the kindergarten curriculum presentation.
Hi, I'm Joanne Lukowitz, and I'm another of the kindergarten teachers here at Central School. I'm going to continue by telling you about other important parts of our kindergarten day. In kindergarten math, our budding mathematicians experience problem solving as the center of math learning, and concepts are taught through real-world, hands-on experiences. They gain an in-depth understanding of numbers and counting through these age-appropriate experiences. As they progress, they become quite good at explaining how they arrived at an answer and supporting their thinking. They love to wow me by showing me how high they can count or by skip counting by different numbers. During both science and social studies, students are engaged in hands-on exploration of curriculum topics. In science, students learn more about the world around them. Kindergartners begin the year with an exploration of their 5 senses. We also study the characteristics of living and non-living things. Students learn about living things and what they need to survive by observing plants and goldfish. Kindergartners also study the weather during science. We collect data about the different types of weather and engage in hands-on study of different weather topics. In social studies, students start out the year with an All About Me unit where we learn more about our classmates. We also explore many different holidays throughout the year. Our kindergartners look forward to play centers. During this time, they engage in different play choices while simultaneously working on developing many important social skills. This time is great for real-world practice with sharing, turn-taking, conflict resolution, and problem-solving skills. Social-emotional learning is an important part of kindergarten. Students learn to identify their emotions and the emotions of others. They practice these skills through cooperative games and activities with their peers. Throughout our day, we have other important times. Kindergartners have 2 recesses, one short recess in the morning, which is about 15 minutes, and a longer 25-minute recess in the afternoon. We also have lunch and snack times. Each day, the children will attend a different special, either art, music, or physical education. Each special is about 40 minutes long. So by now you may be asking yourself, what can I do to help my child get ready for this important transition? First and foremost, one of the best things you can do is read to them. Reading to your child not only helps them to develop an understanding of story, but it also helps them develop book handling skills, which will prepare them for when they're ready to read. You can help your child recognize their name and the lowercase letters in their name. Many kids are introduced to capital letters, but we spend a lot of time focusing on lowercase letters in kindergarten, so being able to recognize the ones in their name is an important start. You can assist your child with learning to write their name. You can practice counting to 10 by practicing saying the counting sequence, or have your child count things around the house. You can talk about books together. Ask them what parts of the books they liked and what was happening in the book. You can encourage imaginative play. You can practice fine motor skills. This includes holding a pencil, crayon, or marker correctly, tracing on lines, cutting with scissors, and things of that nature. You can help foster their independence and responsibility. Little things like learning how to zip their coats and clean up their toys are great ways to help kindergartners gain independence and responsibility. Also, encouraging them to try things on their own before asking for help is an important concept that we work on in kindergarten.
Hello again, it's Ms. Hennessy, and I will be wrapping up the last 2 slides talking about the next steps. All of our registration paperwork is linked on our website, so please print out the necessary forms and gather any other materials needed. However, the paperwork does not come directly to Central School. As you see on the slide, the paperwork gets sent to our enrollment coordinator, and her name is Laura Shellman, and you see her email address there. If you have any questions about the paperwork, you can certainly give the school a call. My secretary, Mrs. Chase, can answer any questions for you. I hope in late spring to be scheduling virtual question and answer sessions with you that we would do through a Google Meets, a live Google Meet session. And just so you know, we always have a meet and greet the day before school starts with your children to get them into the building, to make sure they're comfortable where they're coming into the building for the beginning of the school year. Additionally, we have a curriculum night in September that you'll be invited to as well. I recognize that tonight there's a lot of information to really think about and consider. So I want you to reach out to me if you have any questions about your child having the right readiness to come to school. I want to make sure you have the right information. I'm willing to have conversations with you, talk with you over the phone. So please reach out through my email or through my school secretary, Mrs. Chase. Mrs. Rancourt, our school nurse, is also available. She handles a lot of medication, all of the medication that the children, many children do use during the school day. So if you have any questions about how that is handled, please reach out to Mrs. Rancourt at Central School. You see our school phone number there. And something else to think about is that we have an email notification that I send out once a week. So if you're interested in kind of what's happening at Central School right now, you can go on and subscribe through our email notification where you can find the link at Central School. So I look forward to seeing you really in person and talking with you soon this spring. And certainly, I really do encourage you to reach out and let me know if I can help you anyway in this registration process. Thank you.